Just imagine this, Wrexham could spend over £10 million in January, and Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have already given the green light for a huge signing. But hold on, before we reveal everything about this behind-the-scenes move, there are two important stories that help explain the club's current situation. So stick around until the end, because the third story is the main one of the day, and it's going to leave you speechless. Hey there, Red Dragons fan. Welcome to Mania Wrexham. If you love the club and want to stay on top of everything happening on and off the pitch, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because here, you get the news before anyone else. News 1. Josh Windus's opinion and the dream of the playoffs. Let's start with a story that shows just how much Wrexham still believes in something big this season. Even though the team is currently closer to the relegation zone than the playoff spots, Captain Josh Windus has made it clear, the dream is still alive, and he's got good reasons to believe it. Over the past few weeks, Wrexham have gone through a tricky patch, drawing 3 matches in a row, against Birmingham City, Leicester, and Derby County, all finishing 1-1. Those results dropped the team to 18th place in the championship table. At first glance, that might sound worrying, but Windus insists this league is unlike any other. In a recent interview, he said something that caught everyone's attention. Here, you can lose 2 games, win 2, and still be in the mix. In other divisions, if you slip up, you're finished. And he's right. The Championship is one of the most unpredictable leagues in world football. Last season, the final team to qualify for the playoffs finished with just over 60 points, meaning you don't need a perfect campaign to get there. A strong run at the right moment can completely change a club's destiny. Right now, Wrexham are just 4 points clear of the relegation zone and 5 behind 6th place, the last playoff spot. It might seem like a narrow gap, and it is, especially with so many games still to be played. And there's more. According to Opta's data, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's side have a 6.7% chance of promotion through the playoffs. That might not sound like much, but if there's one thing Wrexham have proven to the world, it's that they don't fear the odds. After all, who would have imagined that a team once forgotten in the lower tiers of Welsh football would rise this far, this fast? The combination of smart investment, raw passion, and the electric energy of the Red Dragon supporters makes any dream seem possible. So even though the current position in the table isn't ideal, Josh Windus has made one thing clear: Wrexham will fight until the very end. And judging by the mentality this team has shown ever since Reynolds and Rob Mac took over, nobody's doubting that they could surprise the world all over again. News 2. Hollywood wants to repeat the success of Welcome to Wrexham. And now comes a story that shows just how big an impact Wrexham has had on the world. After the overwhelming success of the series Welcome to Wrexham and the transformation of the Welsh club into a true global sensation, Hollywood now wants to replicate the formula, but this time, in a different sport. Yes, you heard that right. British and Danish producers have set their sights on Cardiff Rugby, one of the most traditional clubs in Wales. And their plan is crystal clear: to recreate the same model of success that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney achieved with the Red Dragons. The proposal involves a major investment, restructuring of the club, modernizing its facilities and, of course, launching a brand new television series that will show the behind the scenes of this transformation. But there's an important difference. Unlike Welcome to Wrexham, which is a real and spontaneous documentary, this new production will be scripted, meaning it will have storylines, characters, and moments carefully designed to move and engage the audience from start to finish. One of the producers from the consortium, which includes names such as Gareth West, Mark Williams, and Neil Sjull, explained their vision with great enthusiasm. We want to bring together media, sport, and entertainment into one complete project. It's a 10-year plan to place Cardiff among the best clubs in Europe. Ambitious? Absolutely. But if it works, the impact could be enormous, not just for Cardiff Rugby, but for the whole of Wales. After all, Wrexham's story proved that when Hollywood gets involved, the results go far beyond the pitch. Since the release of Welcome to Wrexham, the city has completely transformed, tourism has skyrocketed, the racecourse ground has become a tourist attraction, and thousands of international fans have visited the site just to see up close the story told in the series. Hotels, bars, and restaurants have thrived like never before, and the local economy has gained a powerful boost. Welsh singer Charlotte Church even stated that the documentary improved Wales's image around the world, showcasing a passionate, resilient people proud of their roots, all wrapped in an inspiring narrative that captured hearts across every continent. Wrexham has become a symbol of hope and renewal, proving that with passion, planning, and a powerful story, even a modest club can become a global phenomenon. And now, it seems that Welsh rugby wants to follow that same path, adding a Hollywood touch that promises to move audiences and, who knows, maybe even match the Red Dragon's success. But the big question remains: Can lightning really strike twice in the same place? Or will Wrexham remain a one-of-a-kind story, impossible to replicate? One way or another, one thing is certain. Wales is once again on the global entertainment map, and the legacy of Welcome to Wrexham is only just beginning. News 3, today's big story. New signing approved by Ryan Reynolds and Rob Mack. Now, here it is, the biggest news of the day. And if you've stuck around until now, get ready, because this one is going to get you excited. Even though there are still 2.5 months until the January transfer window opens, Wrexham have already started moving behind the scenes. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have given full approval for the board to pursue a new striker, with plans to finalise the deal in January. But why is this signing so important? Because Wrexham's attack has gone through major changes in recent months. Take a look at what's happened. Paul Mullin was loaned to Wigan Athletic. Ollie Palmer moved to Swindon Town. Stephen Fletcher decided to retire. Jack Marriott signed with Reading. In other words, the team lost nearly all of its attacking references at once. To fill the gaps, Kiefer Moore and Ryan Hardy arrived, alongside Nathan Broadhead, who can play further forward when the manager needs him. But there's one concern. There is no natural backup for Kiefer Moore, the team's main striker, and he's the only player with that strong pivot profile, capable in the air and physically dominant. That's why Reynolds and Rob have already authorised the board to go after a new number 9. The search has begun, and Wrexham wants someone who can compete equally with Moore for a starting spot. And there's more, the club can spend big in the upcoming window. According to financial expert Adam Williams, Wrexham have plenty of financial flexibility and could invest up to £10 million in January without risk of breaching financial rules. Williams explained that, despite the £30 million spent over the summer, the club maintains a healthy cash flow, growing revenues, and a very well-structured management. He also emphasised something impressive. Wrexham is a unique case in the EFL. Financially, they're already a dominant force. If they want, they can pursue immediate success. In other words, the club is far from slowing down. With the support and long-term vision of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, the project continues unchanged, to take Wrexham to the Premier League, no matter the cost. And at the rate things are moving, this new signing could be the missing piece to turn that dream into reality. It's truly incredible to think how much has changed in such a short time. A few years ago, Wrexham were just a fifth-tier club, struggling to be noticed and playing in small stadiums away from the spotlight. Today, they are a rising force, discussing multi-million-pound signings, fighting for a place in English football's elite, and attracting attention worldwide, on and off the pitch. And this isn't by chance. It's the result of a solid, carefully planned project, driven above all by passion. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney didn't just bring money, they brought vision, energy, and love for the club. They've transformed Wrexham into an example of how football can unite people, inspire hope, and change an entire city. Every season, the team takes a bigger step, showing that the dream isn't just about promotion, but about making history. And now, with this new signing on the way, the question on everyone's mind is, could this be the reinforcement that finally helps Wrexham compete with the top teams and reach the summit of the championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which of today's 3 stories got you the most excited? Was it Winders talking about the playoffs? Hollywood's plans for Welsh rugby? Or this final bombshell, the new signing approved by Reynolds and Rob? And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Here at MANIA WREXHAM, we live the club with intensity, emotion, and that unique Hollywood touch that only our team has. See you in the next video, and may the Red Dragons keep flying higher and higher, because Wrexham's story is just beginning.